Welcome to the AccuScale Farm Toys Toy Shop. Today I'm going to show you some of the things I've been working on for the Super Series Gleaners and how to convert them over to the R Series and what leftover parts you can use to make this Challenger combine, which currently I'm the only one building these. I may release them, I may not. Here's a base model. This is an S88 from Spec Cast, and they made a lot of these, and a lot of you know that. But this is actually the right size to make the R62s and 72s all the way up to the 66s and 76s. There's a few things that ain't right. Fan screen's too big on this one, and then these shields are a little different. But the rest of it you can change, like the cab, hopper extensions, and then the engine cover. So what I take off of here is the cab. The grain tank comes out completely, and then the cover. I'll grind down the end of the auger. This is what they look like. This is the new style, obviously. And then the feeder house. I've got a new feeder house made up for these with lateral tilt on it. Let's put that aside and let's look at the R72 that I'm working on. And here's how it looks dressed up. And basically the cab base on this one, you'll cut the front off. Pretty much from the platform to the platform. And then you can fit this new one, fit the new one right on there. Some of you have seen the feeder house I put on these, but it's a neat feature to have on there. I don't know if it's practical, but it's cool. I mean, if we can do it, why not? And there's the grain tank. A little more work is required, obviously, to decorate that up. Auger. Some bars for support. Couldn't do a perfect job, obviously, because of the auger. But for the most part, you can get a pretty good machine out of this. And here's part of the cab. And these pieces here, I will use on the Challenger. It's a little bit of work. Obviously, and some paint. I'll show you a finished one here shortly. The other combine is the S9s. So here's what I did with these is basically it's the same tank. I just took the extensions off and put that on the inside. Nobody likes that. That's kind of boring. And I kept the old extensions and ground the bottom off so I can set this up for operating mode if you have a display. And if you have it loaded up on a truck or parked in a shed, you can put this piece on there and have it in park position. The only thing I didn't do on here was make the ladder tilt forward. And on the S9s, it's optional. You can have a ladder that tilts forward or tip it up like a normal Gleaner would. This one's also got a lateral tilt feeder house. And with these, I've got hookups made for the feeder house. So you can put whatever head you want on there. Now the tires, these are LSW tires on here, and these are from Carson Bryan. He does a lot of sizes. I've done up a Challenger for a grain cart that's got them on there. They're pretty nice tires. He didn't have rims for the combines yet, so I had to make a few. And this is actually the correct rear wheel assist rim for these combines. This one's two-wheel drive rim. It's got the tire on there like it's a rear wheel assist. See, I added the deflector on the end of here so it doesn't overshoot. Basically all I've done to this combine to make it what it is. And the top of the engine cover, them are actually silver. They're not black. Okay, here's one of the finished R72s. This one's a silver series. He started in 1998. Here's a galvanized one. Now basically what I do for the galvanizing, at least for the new look, is I get a can of mirror chrome paint. Comes out of a can like that. First thing you do is you spray these black, gloss black. If you use flat, well, the undercoat will affect it. The gloss gives it the shine, the flat kind of screws it up. And this one here, this has got OEM paint that's made for these combines. And these ones here, I haven't changed the wheels around on either. But this one here's got a feeder house I started with for this project. I'm not making that one anymore. It doesn't have lateral tilt, and a lot of these combines didn't. These ones, later on, they came with it pretty much, and you could get it as a option in the beginning. Wasn't common, but the switch for that was up on the side console, which kind of was a nuisance in my opinion, but you did have it. And then here's a Challenger, all finished up. This was the first one I did with lateral tilt. And I'm happy I got it. But we farm with one of these back home. And the other thing is this ladder. It's on a L track instead of a pivot, so it pushes out around the tire. If it was on a 1-pin pivot, it would hit the tire. And that's got a movable straw chopper on it and steerable rear axle. But yeah, that's what I've been working on with my combines lately. You can basically salvage the whole machine. If you wanted to put one of these together, I might be able to get a kit rounded up for you. I've got decals for them. Corn head, I'm working on a corn head. The 3000. The Ertl and the Spec Cast ones are alright, but they're not perfect. I might not have that out this year. Might be next winter. And there's a couple other headers I want to work on for these, rigid and flex alike. Might even put an aerial on one of them. But so far, so good. I'm happy with the way they're turning out. If you have any questions, you can contact me on AccuScale Farm Toys on Facebook. And just for some excitement, there's a G that's getting worked on to go to a customer here shortly. Have a nice day, folks.